Hello, you're watching VNEWS Bulletin. I'm Bongo from North, and now the headlines as usual.
Leaders co-chair conference on implementation of newly adopted documents. Vietnam, China conduct joint patrol in northern Gulf of Tonkin. And later on, Bangkok photo exhibition showcases vibrant colors of Vietnam.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and National Assembly Chairman Trinh Thanh Mẫn co-chaired a conference on December 25th to disseminate and implement laws and resolutions passed at the 8th session of the 15th National Assembly.
At its 8th session, the 15th National Assembly approved 18 laws and 21 resolutions, many of them related to important areas such as investment, finance, budget, tax, social welfare, and national defense and security. Prime Minister Chin said immediately after the legislative session, the government and he himself urged relevant ministries and sectors to implement them effectively, ensuring a close connection between law building and enforcement, specifically law dissemination. This conference is expected to strengthen the trust of people and businesses in law, and help cadres and civil servants fully understand the regulations, particularly innovations, to ensure law building in association with enforcement in the new period. Chairman Mann stressed that it is necessary to closely link law building with enforcement and supervision so that the laws and resolutions can quickly come to life and prove their effectiveness.
Special envoy of the President of Palestine, Riyad Maliki, on December 25th, paid a working visit to Vietnam. The following report highlights his activities during the visit.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Bui Thanh Cern met Special Envoy of the President of Palestine, Riyad Maliki, on December 25, during which he voiced Vietnam's support for peaceful settlement of the prolonged Middle East conflict. Both sides agreed to explore solutions to overcome challenges and promote cooperation in other potential areas, such as trade, education, science, technology, and agriculture, while strengthening cultural exchanges and people-to-people connections. They agreed to continue implementing bilateral cooperation mechanisms, including political consultations between the two foreign ministries, and advancing negotiations and the signing of agreements to facilitate cooperation between the two countries. Cern assured Vietnam's readiness, within its capacity, to collaborate with the international community and contribute to humanitarian support efforts and capacity building for Palestine. Maliki expressed his gratitude for Vietnam's support, and affirmed that there is much potential to further strengthen bilateral cooperation. He pledged to actively coordinate and push forward the implementation of the outcomes agreed upon during the meeting.
The United Nations General Assembly on December 24th adopted the UN Convention Against Cybercrime, a landmark global treaty aimed at strengthening international cooperation to combat cybercrime and protecting societies from digital threats.
As the convention will open for signature at a formal ceremony to be hosted in Hanoi in 2025, it will be named Hanoi Convention. The Hanoi Convention plays a crucial role in establishing a comprehensive legal framework that addresses the urgent need for international cooperation to promote the rule of law in cyberspace. The UN's decision to choose Hanoi as the venue for the signing ceremony marks a significant milestone in Vietnam's multilateral diplomacy and 47 years of partnership between Vietnam and the UN. For the first time, a location in Vietnam will be associated with a global multilateral treaty related to an important field of international concern. This selection reflects the country's increasingly high international position and reputation, as well as its active, responsible, and substantial participation in the entire negotiation process of the convention.
The Vietnam News Agency on December 25th held the awarding ceremony for the annual press photo contest titled Khoảnh khắc vàng, Golden Moment.
After nearly 2 months of launching, the award received a total of 3,435 entries, including 2,930 single photos and 505 sets of photos by 431 photographers. Of those, 22 most outstanding works were selected for the awards and exhibition at the awards ceremony. First prizes for the single photo and the sets of photos went to the works Music Connects People by Pham Tuan An and Soldiers Wade in the Mud Searching for Bodies of Victims in Lang New Village by Pham Ngoc Tan. Vietnam News Agency General Director Vu Viet Trang said, launched in 2008, the annual press photo contest aims to enrich the collection of valuable images and honor the contributions of the press photo to the country's photography industry. On this occasion, an exhibition featuring the outstanding photo works from the contest opened at the Vietnam News Agency headquarters in Hanoi.
The Vietnam Coast Guard and its Chinese counterpart on December 24th conducted the 4th Joint Patrol in the northern waters of the Gulf of Tonkin, off the coast of Mong Cái City in the northern province of Quảng Ninh, and Dong Sinh City in China's Guangxi province.
The joint patrol, spanning from point 1 to point 9 along the demarcation line of the Gulf of Tonkin, covered a distance of 120 nautical miles. This zone is crucial for export, import and goods exchange between Vietnam and China, but it is also abused for smuggling, trade fraud, illegal transportation of goods, and unauthorized border crossings by sea. The activity aimed to strengthen coordination in combating crimes and legal violations at sea, particularly during the year-end period. The Vietnam Coast Guard played a proactive role in public awareness-raising efforts, informing dozens of fishing vessels from both countries about the importance of adhering to regulations against illegal, unreported, and unregulated IUU fishing so as to help with having the European Commission's yellow card warning lifted and driving the sustainable development of Vietnam's fisheries sector. A day earlier, the Vietnam Coast Guard released 10 containers of juvenile grouper into the bordering waters as part of efforts to enrich marine resources. Starting in 2024, joint patrols in the bordering waters is conducted quarterly by the Coast Guard forces of Vietnam and China, aiming to maintain security and order while ensuring legal compliance among citizens of both nations.
The Moc Chau Plateau in Sơn La Province boasts favorable climate and soil conditions for high-tech agricultural production. Leveraging these advantages, many cooperatives in Moc Chau district have teamed up with partners outside the province to develop organic farming models aimed at exporting farm produce.
The Ta Vung Agricultural Cooperative has collaborated with the Dung Tien Agricultural Cooperative to grow cabbage, broccoli and Chinese cabbage on more than 20 hectares of land in Kok Village, Dong Sang Commune, according to organic standards. Without the use of chemical fertilizers or pesticides, the crops thrive in natural conditions and meet export standards for the Taiwanese market.
We've partnered with the Ta Vung Agricultural Cooperative to develop export products since 2022. This collaboration ensures stable sales and pricing of products, enabling farmers to increase production and thus earning higher income. Moc Chau District identifies vegetables as a key crop. We have sought partners for local cooperatives to collaborate in production and marketing. In addition to promoting safe agricultural practices, we encourage the application of technologies like water-saving systems, greenhouses, and net houses to produce high-quality products and increase yields and incomes per cultivation area.
Dung Tien Cooperative strictly adheres to criteria on no use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides and growth stimulants. After harvesting, vegetables are transported to Ta Vung Cooperative's cold storage facilities in Bac Giang Province for processing and packaging for export.
Our cooperative mainly exports Chinese cabbage, and broccoli. We plan to add snow peas. Annually, we export 2,000, 3,000 tons of Chinese cabbage and 150 tons of broccoli.
Currently, Mok Chau has over 3,000 hectares under vegetables of more than 40 varieties. Partnerships in organic vegetable production in the district not only ensures clean products and stable markets but also creates jobs and income for local residents.
We are confident as our products sell well both in and outside Mok Chau, even in foreign countries. Compared to previous years of growing maize and rice, this brings significantly higher economic returns.
Thanks to close collaboration among businesses, cooperatives, farmers, and government support, large-scale organic vegetable production is gradually taking shape in Mok Chau. This partnership provides clean vegetables for the market, enhances consumer health safety, and delivers good economic benefits to both enterprises and farmers.
The Department of Cultural Heritage under the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism confirmed on December 24th that Ha Long Bay is not among the 56 sites listed as endangered by UNESCO.
Responding to a Reuters report on a planned UNESCO field survey at Ha Long Bay, the department clarified that the survey stems from discussions during the 46th session of the World Heritage Committee involving Vietnam, UNESCO, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, and the International Council on Monuments and Sites. At the session, the conservation status of 123 sites, including 56 deemed in danger, was reviewed. None of Vietnam's heritage sites were added to the list. UNESCO issued 8 recommendations for the Ha Long Bay Cat Ba Archipelago, including enhanced pollution control, impact assessments for projects in the protection zone, and submission of detailed zoning maps. It also proposed forming a monitoring team to assess conservation efforts. UNESCO praised Vietnam as a model of cooperation and reaffirmed its support for preserving Ha Long Bay and advancing new World Heritage nominations.
A vivid tapestry of Vietnam's culture, people, and landscapes comes to life through 180 captivating photos on display at the Happy Vietnam exhibition, which opened on December 23rd in Bangkok, Thailand.
Speaking at the opening ceremony, Vietnamese Ambassador Pham Viet Hung expressed his hope that visitors will come to Vietnam, exploring its land and people. Stijit Thepabunsak, Deputy Secretary General of the House of Representatives of Thailand, said the photos demonstrate Vietnam's charms, dynamism, and happiness. The event, co-hosted by Vietnam's Ministry of Information and Communications and the Vietnamese Embassy in Thailand, aims to present the rich traditions, humanistic spirit, and happiness of Vietnam to Thai and international friends, as well as the Vietnamese community there.
Vietnam's current happiness owes much to the contributions of late President Ho Chi Minh, the Communist Party of Vietnam, and the country's heroes and martyrs.
So I think when I saw the exhibition today, there were a few things that really caught my eye. First of all, the colors. It's a very colorful place, it's a very colorful country. The other thing is the connection between the generations. You could see in a few pictures here, the grandparents together with their grandchildren, and you could see the love and the connection. That was very impressive.
Is how diverse Vietnam is. I love the photos of the hill people. I love the top game, the spinning top game. I love the family photos. And it's a wonderfully beautiful, diverse country.
The photos are the finest entries selected from the 2024 Happy Vietnam Photo and Video Contest. The second edition saw over 10,300 submissions from nearly 7,000 participants, including 600 international and 270 overseas Vietnamese entrants.
And that's wrap up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.